What's going on, Cancer? And welcome to the Chariot Friends. Justin here, and I hope you're feeling excellent today. So, for those of you who returned, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just the greatest, Cancer, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We're in for an amazing journey. You're getting ready for Scorpio season, Cancer. We're getting ready to, I think, around about 12:21, Eastern time. Sun's going to be moving into Scorpio, but this is a great energy for us, Cancer, so get pumped. But Cancer, the purpose of this channel, for those of you who have Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Saturn, wherever, Cancer, this one's for you. And I do tarot card spreads based upon ruler here, the good old Moon. And I'll talk about what sign she's in, what phase she's in, and when she's going void of course. That's all of those lunar shenanigans. And just so you're all aware, Cancer, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me. Never force a reading on a situation, and everything will be dope, Cancer. Now, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Cancer. And Cancer, hope you had a great weekend. Happy Monday. It's Moon Day. Hope you're feeling intuitive. Hope you're feeling ready to tackle this week here, Cancer. And also, Cancer, if not, you can take some time to meditate because the moon is going void of course today. The moon is going to be going, well, she went void of course at about a little after midnight, about 12:17 in the morning. That'll be Eastern time. And then she will be moving from Aquarius into Pisces on Tuesday, the 24th, at about 4:32 in the morning. So we're looking at about a 28-hour, 15-minute void of course time there, Cancer. So definitely sit tight there. But with the void of course energy, Cancer, it's a great time to just kind of check in with yourself, recharge your batteries, and just kind of do like a reset, because we, being a water sign and being just as sensitive to others people's emotions as we are into the energies, it's good to just kind of get in like the ritual of just like cleansing your energies, especially I feel like before you even before you're going to sleep, just take a moment, maybe light some incense, maybe do like a mindful kind of shower, maybe like an Epsom bath, listen to some healing music, just anything to just sort of meditation, anything just to make sure that you're just like, that everything that you're carrying with you is just you, Cancer, and that we haven't embodied any other energies that have been around you from, this could be at work, to your family, to even just like on your normal commute. So something to think about there, Cancer. And then also, you may notice that your plans may be subject to unexpected changes during this time, and also that people may be less likely to make decisions during this energy. Just something to be aware of there, Cancer. And then we're going to give a majority of this energy, it's pretty much Aquarius throughout the day. We're going to give the moon to Aquarius. And with this energy, Cancer, this is a very interesting place for the moon to be. One, it is a very friendly place. You might feel like a little more detached than normal just because Aquarius energy, where they do feel emotions, they just approach them in a more logical standpoint. So it's an interesting place for the moon to kind of operate in. But that doesn't make you any less friendly, Cancer, because Aquarius is a sign of social groups and friendships and things. So great energy for socializing, maybe meeting up with some friends and just having yourself a good old time, maybe even doing some networking there, Cancer. But also, Aquarius is a very humanitarian sign. So this is something where you want to get involved in these sort of like social groups, or justice and things along those lines, doing stuff for the community. Aquarius energy is great for that. But also to Cancer, about embracing your unique individual self, because Aquarius they like to stand out from the crowd, like they're all about embracing that eccentric type of unique energy there. They're all about freedom. And this is a really cool energy to Cancer for thinking about the future. Whatever it is that you want to get planned out for, whatever ambitions and things that you have, great energy for that. And one more thing, Cancer, because Aquarius is associated with the 11th house, which is about wishes, oddly enough. Like, well, not oddly enough. I mean, they are represented by the star card. But, it's just like, what do you wish? What are some things that you want to accomplish during this journey? And it's like really about, I feel like a good energy for kind of setting that attention and just kind of, yeah, really, really fantastic energy for the moon overall. But then Cancer, we're in that first quarter phase, and that's when the quarters are when the moon is forming a square aspect with the sun. So now these are where energies of challenges are going to start coming up here, Cancer, and this is about making sure that your actions are aligning with your words, and thinking about your decisions and the growth that is going to become, making sure that we're able to balance out whatever it is that we're trying to tackle during this lunar cycle, and being flexible too, because we may have, maybe it's like you wanted to, let's say for example you wanted to run like 3 miles every day, which that's aggressive, Cancer, but I'm with it. But let's say we tried to do this thing, we're noticing we're maybe we might be short for time some days, and had to kind of tweak things a little bit, just being adaptable and flexible and kind of charting your progress from this lunar cycle to this energy thus far there. And then last little bit here, Cancer, these readings that I do, they're not gender specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations. And then the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readers that I like watching, Cancer, so definitely check them out. Very amazing group. I think you'll really enjoy the energies that they bring. But let's get into your let's get into your general energy of the day, Cancer, which is the intimacy card, which is about this card is about connect, discover and voice needs, explore and heal. And this is interesting energy here, Cancer, because I feel like for this, I feel like we're the nurturers of the zodiacs, and I feel that we, as nurturing as we can be, we're always there to try to help others, because we can kind of feel when something's wrong with someone, just almost psychically, Cancer. It's just like we anticipate their needs as far as like, hey, what can I do there for you? Do you need a shoulder to cry on? Here, let me get you, how about you get set up in bed? I'll bring you this, I'll bring you that. And just kind of taking care of everyone else. But I do wonder with this energy, it's just like, how often do you voice your needs? Do you know, or even I like how I was talking about discover and voice your needs. It's just like, do you know how to really kind of take care of you, Cancer? Because I feel like it's very easy to, it's easier, let's say, I feel like, to feel out other people's, wanting to deal with other people's problems, and kind of help heal them through that. But it's just like, I feel like this energy is asking you to explore the ways that you need healing. Maybe this is like hanging out on a beach, maybe we need to, maybe you just need to kind of veg out in front of the couch and just kind of get in some pajamas, have some snacks, and just have just like a me day. Maybe you need to, maybe it's getting out and working out, possibly. Maybe this is, buying yourself something nice, however this is looking. But I do feel like the exploration part of this card and this connection is really kind of coming within and just like figuring out the ways, like, how are you doing? Go and void a course, seeing how you're doing, and seeing if there are any areas that need to heal, and then I feel like making sure to make that a routine. I'm not saying you have to, I mean, if you could do it every day, Cancer, I'm with that, but just making sure that it is something that you do regularly do, because when you think about too how our ruler is just moving, just breezing through the signs, going through the phases, and that's a lot for us to kind of take on there. Where other signs, their rulers, minus like Leo, the sun, they get a chance to reflect, with retrogrades and things, those energies can seem a little tough, but that does give them a chance to slow down and kind of process these energies that they've been going through. But the moon keeps it moving. She's just like, we got 28 hours, Cancer. What are you gonna do at this time? But I do feel like there is this voicing of just making sure that we are balancing out, taking care of ourselves, Cancer. Because if we don't, we're gonna end up depleting our cups, and then we're gonna end up like this chick, just passed out on the beach, just tired, exhausted, and needing of the energies to just to kind of like to allow us to heal. And I even like how she's kind of lying on this beach here and just like allowing herself to just kind of just really just sort of like almost disconnect from the world for a second, like disconnect from like the outside noise and things, and like connect with nature in a sense, to really kind of journey within and let those energies kind of wash over her and allow her to just kind of process, just like, oof, I'm tired. The body could use a break. But let's yeah, I'm getting almost like a 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands type of energy here, Cancer. But let's get some tarot on this and get some details with this. Even like one of our cards, like the Queen of Cups, I feel. I'm with it. Yeah. All right, Cancer. Yeah, let's see what's going on here, Cancer. Oh, and look at you syncing up with the energies, Cancer. I love when you do that. So you have because we were just talking about the Star, Cancer. You got the Star card, and you got the Star card in reverse here, Cancer. And that's interesting too. That's Aquarius energy. And then you have the 2 of Wands, the 4 of Cups, the Hermit, and then the Strength card here, Virgo, and then Leo. And that's interesting, Cancer, because with the Star card being in reverse, can be a card of healing. And I feel like, after or before the Star is the Tower. And I don't feel like necessarily that this has to be where a tower moment has happened to you and you're needing to peel from this. This could be taking on other people's towers as well, and trying to get their foundation brought up as well, Cancer. You always being the one to take action first, and try to jump at this thing, to be the one to kind of heal and stuff. But with the 4 of Cups, I'm almost, sometimes or on the images, sometimes with the 4 of Cups, there's this figure that's sitting in front of these 3 cups here. And, in the universe is like handing them another cup. And it's like, the universe is handing that cup in order to let us know that, hey, it is a time to kind of meditate, to kind of go within, to kind of have some alone time to reset and to recalibrate your energies, to get your vitality back up. But sometimes I feel that we can be so wrapped up in others that it's not, I don't feel like it could be, Cancer. Maybe some of you might be ignoring some of your own type of things that we want to deal with. It's like I was saying, how it's easier to kind of almost like detach from ourselves and just be that friendly face, the one that helps, and hopes that maybe if we were to heal someone else, that we can get healed as well. And where the energies can work like that, I do feel that it only works for so long if you're not taking the time to, again, hermit and fill up all your cups. I'm even getting like an Ace of Cups type of energy here, but like I was saying with the 4 of Cups, that can be where, when we feel those energies of exhaustion, and whether this be physical, emotional, spiritual, that's the universe kind of let you know, like, hey, those 3 cups in front of you, they're done. Like that's it. We gotta take some time and restock. And I even feel that those types of energies are kind of like the body, when we were talking about wishes earlier, because the Star card can be about that too. It's just like, what do you need spiritually? What do you need physically? What do you need emotionally, mentally? And it's just like that. And it's just like, what do you wish, that you could do? Maybe you want to take like a spa day. Maybe you want to go on a vacation. Again, maybe you want to go just jump in the water, go swim around or something. And I do feel too, Cancer, that's something where if we ignore those needs as well, that makes it harder for us. Because the Star card can even be for me for like connecting with the heavens, in a sense, connecting to your higher self, to source, to your angels. And it makes that connection a lot harder, and we're not able to intuit through this world as we normally do when our energies are depleted and we are in this state of exhaustion. So really just something you want to be aware of, Cancer, when we're going through this energy here. That's interesting, Cancer. I'm even getting this energy of, with the 4 of Cups, I keep feeling like hearing this energy of like an I don't care. And it's almost like, and this might be for some, take this as it resonates, but maybe there might be energies of people not necessarily caring about your needs. They may not necessarily be voicing it per se, but maybe it's through their actions that they almost like expect you to kind of do these things, but when you're tired, there's almost this kind of guilting type of energy here, or it, hmm. Let me get a little bit more on this Four of Cups Cancer before we move on with that. Let me see what that's about. Oh, Cancer. All right. So you have, and that's interesting. So you have the Empress in reverse, and then you have the Justice card upright. And you know, Cancer, the Justice card can be about a card of, because this is Libra energy. In Libra, where yes, they're about balance, they're also about being fair as well. They're about those one on one relationships too. And if things are not balanced or things don't seem fair, Cancer, then that's going to keep you from tapping into your abundance. And there's been a lot of Empress energy going around here lately. And I feel that there's a need to make sure that we're, because I'm even kind of picturing, because we're the mothers of the zodiac, Cancer, and I almost feel like that. It's almost like the like mom, where it's like she's always doing and doing and doing and doing and just kind of taking breaks in between doing. She gets a moment to breathe while maybe the water's boiling, or like we're waiting for something else for the next thing to do. And that's where I even feel like that there's this, the Empress can be one of my cards of self-care, and like heavy self-care, like really kind of take a day, take a sabbatical if you can, Empress sabbatical. Doesn't that sound lovely, Cancer? And just making sure that we are being fair, just as fair to ourselves as we are to others, being that and if we're not noticing that balance there, Cancer, then I do feel there is a need to kind of voice these needs, to kind of speak up, and go go out and heal there, Cancer. So, and that's interesting too. You got Venus and Libra. Venus one rules over Libra, but Venus is about to move into Libra here soon, about another about 10 days or so. So very interesting there, Cancer. But let's and I like that Venus is in Virgo right now, so even thinking about that, Cancer, getting in the routine of taking care of yourself, just depending on when you're watching this. But all right, let's get a little bit more on this, Cancer. All right, Cancer. Let's see what else is going on here. Alrighty, so you have the Six of Cups and the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and then and then you have the Four of Wands and then the Knight of Wands upright here. And that's interesting, Cancer, especially with the Six of Pentacles here, because this is a card of reciprocity. And I feel that there's this energy of paying attention to making sure that you're not giving too much of yourself. Usually in the Six of Pentacles, there's this figure that's standing, and they're handing out two pentacles and then saving four for themselves. Not because they're being greedy in a say, but it's just like, again, if you give out so much, then and you share so much of this energy, then there won't be any, if you need some for yourself, or maybe some for someone in like an emergency type of energy possibly. But I do feel with the Knight of Wands too, there's a need, especially if we haven't taken this time to explore our needs, to go out and have some fun. Go treat yourself. Go out there and heal, and just connect with you again, and find the joy in Because sometimes too, Cancer, I feel like with the Four of Cups, that can be a card. The Four of Cups is a very interesting energy because it can be, it's one of our cards, the Moon in Cancer. And that can be a very interesting energy in the sense of like, it can lead to this thing of where we feel that no one cares about us, or this apathetic type of energy. It's just like, because I feel like that's one of our kind of on a low vibration, that can be one of our flaws, Cancers, that we can anticipate the needs of others and kind of can be there for them, and to kind of pick up those things intuitively and know what they need. What time they want their coffee. What, like, getting their clothes ready. Making sure that everything is lined so they don't have to work as hard. But then when that's not reciprocated, and it's like we expect others to intuitively do it how we do it, and that's they not necessarily that they can't, it's just that it's, unless it's voiced, it's something where they may just not know what you need there, Cancer. And I feel like if we're going to have any real sort of deep kind of, deeper kind of meaningful relationships, especially since we're talking about Aquarius energy and like groups and things, it's about sharing those needs that you do have, Cancer, that you do sometimes. It's like, yes, you love, I feel like we love, making sure that our loved ones are taken care of and that they don't have to work so hard, but sometimes we don't have to want to work so hard either. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's really what I feel like is going through here, Cancer. And and I feel like a really big thing with this Knight of Wands is making moments for you, and doing maybe some things, not necessarily like, it's not like, because the Hermit can almost seem like it's like lonely energy, but there's no problem with like being alone in a sense sometimes, and allowing yourself to just have some fun, do some things for you. Maybe you're the type that always like can just kind of go with the flow, and you're just like, oh, let's go to this amusement park, and it's just like, I'm not really a fan of roller coasters, but everyone else is gonna have fun. You can sacrifice a little bit, it's fine. But then I hope that makes sense, Cancer. But hmm. All right, Cancer. No, I think I'm gonna leave that one there. Now let's get a little advice from Saturn and Uranus there, Cancer. All right, last little bit here, Cancer. All right, Cancer. So you have the Two of Pentacles, my little reversal storm here. Two of Pentacles, King of Cups, and then the Six of Wands in reverse here. And let's switch back over here, Cancer. Cancer, because I feel like with the Six of Wands being in reverse here, it feels like there's this energy of you may be putting others above yourself, and not intentionally, where it's like, I don't feel like it's necessarily like a self-esteem type of thing, but it's just like, I feel like we're like, it's just like, it's this energy of like, people, their priorities, you prioritize people a little bit higher than yourself sometimes, their Cancer. It doesn't necessarily have to be all the time, but I do feel like we want to be careful about that, Cancer, because that just, again, that throws things out of balance. And if you're not taking care of yourself, then after a while that's going to affect your ability to manifest. The Two of Pentacles can deal with just more than your finances too, or the Two of Pentacles, but like the Pentacles in general. This can be with your health as well. And I just feel like it's like giving up your resources in a very broad sense. And I I feel with the King of Cups here, there's like this wisdom that really comes from saying no, you know, like going, if you need to take a break, then just saying that, you know, just like, hey, I would love to, but I don't got it in me today. You know, I need to take some time, sit back, have a drink, fill up my own cups, get this well back filled up here, in order for you to, because the King of Cups, he is a very very loving figure. You know, this is Pisces energy for me, and he's the type that will give he'll give his heart out and do just all the things for all the people, but I feel like the trickiness with the King of Cups is boundaries sometimes, you know, because again, that is Pisces energy for me, and you know, they're ruled by Neptune. Neptune doesn't have any boundaries, so that can be a little tough sometimes. And I do feel like there's this again, there's like this guilt possibly that I feel like can maybe for some be kind of like a factor in that, and I feel like it's something we want to be a little mindful of. But let me get a little bit more with the King of Cups before we close out of here, Cancer. Oh, and look at all these people, Cancer. So the King of Cups is clarified by the Page of Wands, the Page of Cups, and then the Queen of Wands. And you know, Cancer, I feel with this energy here, it's just that I feel like these are all the people that you're trying to please here, Cancer. And I feel that there's a need to, you know, they may feel some kind of way when you tell them no, you know, but I feel there it's this energy, it's like this energy almost feels like with me, it's like, it's again, it's okay to not feel like we have the energy to do this thing, you know, that you're not really feeling it with the Page of Cups, or that you're, you know, that you just need energy time to recharge your batteries with the Page of Wands here. And I feel like we almost, even with the Queen of Wands too, it's just like not being so quick to just jump, you know, to just go, you know, be reactive. Cancer, yes. Cancer, yes, yes. You know, just you know, there's some just be like, Cancer, can you, no, we're good right now. So all right, Cancer, I think I'm gonna leave that there. So something to think about. But if anything resonated with you, Cancer, give it a thumbs up and share this, Cancer, because it's interesting. And I like that it's called the intimacy card, because I almost feel like that it's like, it's again, it's getting in touch with your needs, you know, really kind of getting just like just really in touch with you in a deep type of way, you know, and just like really kind of discovering that inner strength again, and just saying no, and maybe but yeah, share this, Cancer. You know, someone who maybe happen to be like in like that people pleasing energy or things like that, because that's even something I feel like could be a thing that Libra can have trouble with, the Justice card sometimes. So, and then subscribe there, you King of Cups. Hit that bell button, get notified on all these videos each day. And then lastly, Cancer, you know, for your readings, check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I got an app down there that I love using that I think you may like there, Cancer. And then, but you know, just check your chart, Cancer. I feel like it's always fascinating to just see how you are, and just see what makes. Cause maybe you got a lot of Libra in your chart. Maybe you got some Virgo. Maybe you got some well, maybe not a lot of Libra, but you got some Libra in your chart, or maybe you got a lot of Leo, got a lot of Virgo, whatever that's looking like, Cancer. Just come on over to Alchemist 8. I do videos weekly. I do weekly ones, yearly ones, monthly ones. I'm actually about to do Scorpios, so the yearly video right after yours there, Cancer. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here, so I can get you out of here, Cancer. And you got the Judgment card here in reverse. And you know, Pluto energy. And I even feel like, because Pluto can deal with power. And I feel like that this energy is asking you to kind of reclaim your power back, in a sense, to kind of It's like almost like coming into a just like a new way of operating. Just kind of really kind of having this. I don't want to say wake up call, but like almost. It's something that I feel like is this energy is like really kind of getting into your attention and like really kind of seeing the balance or seeing the imbalance if there's something in there for you, Cancer, and then just kind of changing up how things are going so that you can allow yourself to kind of shed that old skin and just come back renewed, and then when you take some time for you, then get back out there and sharing your cups, that allow yourself to kind of go through that phoenix phase to kind of just sort of like turn into ashes in a sense, same with me, Cancer, and then kind of rise back up again as that young phoenix, like, okay, we're self-care, and all right, we're ready. So that was an interesting analogy there, Cancer, but hopefully hopefully that made sense. But let's get your oracle card here so I can get you out of here. Thank you. Alright, Cancer. And I like this, Cancer. So you got the hibiscus card here. Oh, and I absolutely love this, Cancer, because you got the hibiscus card here, which is a card of joy. And it's ruled by Venus and Pluto. In Cancer, you got Venus and Pluto, and everybody popped up in reverse here. Cancer, all three of these cards popped up in reverse. Venus, Pluto, and this joy. And I feel, Cancer, there's is this energy of just bringing a little more joy, doing more joyful things for you. Just making sure that there is that balance, and just so that you can just. I like this. That it's got a hummingbird here because hummingbirds, they flap their wings like what 1,000 times a second or something crazy like that. That might be a bit of exaggeration, but at least 1,000 times a minute. So and I feel like that it's like doing those more kind of self-caring things, kind of changing up your routine and doing more joyful stuff for you will help raise your vibration there, Cancer. So, oh, you got a couple hummingbirds here, Cancer. And, too, just seeing how these hummingbirds are just kind of taking from this nectar here, from these flowers, just not allowing others to just sap energy from you there, Cancer. Make sure there is that balance, and I feel like with Venus and Pluto being there, it's just like changing the dynamics of your relationships just a little bit there. But oh, all right, Cancer, but let me get you out of here. So you stay safe out there. Yeah, take care of yourself, and make sure to just raise your vibration to the roof. And you keep eyes on the moon there, Cancer. I was actually walking back from the store, and I saw it was interesting. I was on one side of the road, and she was over there, and then like I crossed the street, and she was like all the way over there. It was lunar shenanigans. So and just keep eyes on the moon there, Cancer. She's up to something, and I will get you on the next one tomorrow.